Hello, first graders, and hello, first grader families. I wanted to share with you the materials that are coming home that you will need to use when we are doing distance learning. So, the first is going to be the writing folder. So, inside the writing folder, on one side, you're going to see our poem books. So we're going to start with this first one, November, and these are just the poems, and the students practice writing the poems using their best handwriting. So we will assign your child a poem to write, and we'll start with November, and then if we need to, there's December and January inside as well. Okay, so those are the poem writing books. Your child might or might not have handwriting sheets inside, just depending on what was sent home. So there's a couple of different handwriting packets. Also in the writing folder, these are Foundations letter tiles that you guys can cut out. You can build words with, which is super awesome. Also in here is a dry erase board with the writing lines. So this is super helpful to practice with the dry erase marker, making those letters or writing words correctly. This is awesome. And then also inside is a letter strip, alphabet strip. So that's that. And then also inside is going to be the productive thinking journal. This is a journal where students are given a shape. They have to turn the shape into something and then write about it. So this will be assigned as well, or it may be assigned. So that is one side of the writing folder. On the other side of the writing folder, you're going to have the missing paper on top. We will be using this paper next week, Monday, Tuesday. That's why it's on top. This is our writing that will go along with our read aloud. And then inside their writing folder is going to be their trick word writing packet. So we are going to assign a page for students to do at home. So the first page, these are the trick words. They're going to use each word in a sentence and then illustrate a picture. So all of those are there. Okay, and then also in the writing folder is just going to be different options of blank paper that students can write on. And there may be some blank books for students to create books. If you didn't get books, that's okay. Students can just use paper that they have at home and make their own books. And then students should also have their trick word sheet inside. We use this in school, so students are really familiar on how to use this sheet. Let's say they want to spell the word because. You and your child can think, what does because start with? B. See if they can find that word because. I like to say, oh, because it's in the B column, it's in purple. Can you find it? Hopefully the student can find it and then use this to help them when they're writing. So that is the writing folder. Next up is the math folder. So the math folder is not labeled for me, but on the inside it is. So on one side of your math folder, you're going to have math worksheets. So we've made a packet of the Bridges math worksheets that your child may be doing at home. And so I believe on Monday we've assigned the first sheet, so pages 1 and 2, dots, apples, and shapes, page 1, page 2. So all of these will have a title at the top, so you will just need to help your child find the correct title, and then that's the page they will do. Just be careful because some of them are 2 pages, and we are trying to note that they will be doing both pages, so pages 1 and pages 2. Okay, so that is Bridges math worksheets. If we need it, we have the December calendar for Number Corner, where we will fill in what day it is, and we have December, January as well. On the other side of the math folder is the math games. So if you see math games assigned, it'll be in the math folder. So it is just a stack of different math games. And once again, we will always, describe what title it is. So let's say you're playing Spin and Add. You would take out the instructions, and then everything you need for the game is in this packet. All of the materials for the game. And then there's extra sheets for the child to play more than once. I would just say make sure your child is keeping their materials organized, making sure they're putting things back on the right side when they're done with it. So that's the math folder. Also coming home is their poetry folder. These have been coming home for a while now. Just so you know, we've added in a stack of about 12 other poems for your child, and we will assign the poems just depending on the day. And also coming home will be their book bags with books for them to read at home. And those are the materials, the main materials that your child will be using for when they're learning at home.